Soundstripe. 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 Soundstripe.
Welcome to another episode of Conversation with Friends. All right, so today I was just thinking about something earlier that just crossed my mind and just wanted to voice my opinion about. Um, we all have our own journey, so okay, let's just say it like this: everybody has their own road to take to whatever you find successful or whatever makes you happy, right? But, like any road on this earth, it's unless it's a short road or a block, what I'm saying, a neighborhood, it's not going to be a straight path to where you're trying to go. And even if it is, those paths are never really that long. So I guess it depends on the journey you're trying to take and what you're trying to achieve, right? Athletes, professional athletes, they train their whole lives from, pee wee football or, pee wee basketball, running track, whatever. I remember when I started running track, I ran track when I was 6 years old. And, I felt like that, okay, I wasn't that good, but I became good as I got older. Something just clicked one day, and then I went from not being able to run to being able to run fast and being able to be a essential person on the team, as in running events. Um, so I thought I was going to be in the Olympics, be this, do that, and came across this guy. Me and the homies from Cali, all know about Obi Moore, young phenom. He ran against Michael Johnson in Olympic trials and everything like that. And I ran the 400. Now I always had to run against him, and I would be upset. You go out there, you see, what heat you're in, and you see what lane you get, and then when I got faster, I started getting into the same heats with Obi, which I was no class with Obi. I was no anybody that was running the race with Obi. He was running for second place. And so that killed my Olympic dreams right there. So then I played basketball, and basketball, the majority of my life, was my favorite sport to play. Um, Always was good at it. I worked hard at it. You know, um, Court by myself. Passing the ball off the fence to myself. Practicing by myself. Then my dad had me playing with the older men. The grown men that was in the military, and then I honed my skill. Playing with them, and I didn't have ambitions on going into the NBA, but I at least thought that I could go to college and get a degree. You know, but when I moved to Texas, that got kind of messed up too. My fault and not my fault at the same time. There's no need to blame game nobody. Stuff happened the way it did. But if my attitude was better and I could see things a lot clearer like I do now, or when I got older, then things might have been different. But um, I never planned on going into the military. I never did. My dad was in the Navy. He retired Navy. That wasn't my plan at all. But it became my plan B, plan C, B, whatever. And when things fell apart at the end, I decided to go to the military. And that was the best decision I ever made in my life. So, as you can see from my conversation, my road to where I am today um, was all over the place. Once I got in the military, I thought I was going to do 20 years. I didn't do 20 years, but I'm still retired. So, you know, things go. But I'm saying all that to say this, that, everybody's journey is not the same. Okay. I may see a different path for one of my friends or families that they don't see, right? But it's not my job to make them do anything that they don't see fit, right? So I may see my friend or my cousin or sister, brother, or whatnot doing something that I feel like is a mistake. But at the end of the day, you know, that's their mistake to make. That's their journey to take. Um, you know, we sometimes think that we know what's best for others, but because we went through a certain situation that was similar, or you went through the same exact situation. But at the end of the day, their situation is not your situation, right? That's something have to learn or be more aware of, especially now that my daughter is, you know, of age, adult age. She's gonna be 20 in November. So, you know, I have to take a note out of my mom and dad's, book on how they raised us. And they never told us exactly what they wanted us to do or what we need to do. They always told us stories about what they went through when they were younger, or what they went through when they got older, and what life brought to them. It was always stories told, right? And that's maybe why I became a writer in the first place, because I spent my whole life looking at movies, having to be quiet, sit the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Sit down, shut the fuck up, and watch the movie. So when you're not really able to engage with others while you're watching something, and you're pretty much in your own head, you see things differently, right? You observe things deeper than the regular eyes, and I love it. I don't mind it at all. I really do love it, because I notice things that other people don't notice, and I don't mind at all. So I always, when it comes to my daughter, unless she asks me a straight up question where I can answer in a straight up way, I never really uh, tell her what she needs to do or not do. I just relay stories of my past that's similar to what she asked, or a situation that just came up. So that may not be the best way for everybody. Some people are more direct in their letting other people know what's going on in their brain when they are asked a question or asked about a situation. But I like for my family, friends, anybody to think for themselves, right? And plus, I learned a lesson a long time ago. When you do tell somebody a direct thing to do, and the stuff don't work out, then the finger's pointed at you. A lot of people don't take accountability. You know what I mean? And they ask a lot of questions for you to answer, so they can have a outlet to blame if things don't go the way they want it to go. So I learned my lesson on saying, "Hey, do this, do that. Hey, do this," instead of "you should." I think if when you throw those simple words in there, there's some deniability in there that you can lean on to for them not to say, "Well, you told me." No, I didn't tell you. I said if it was me, I would do this. Um, I don't know what you should do, but this is what I think. Type situations. So I try to stay away from those direct answers, direct statements where people can lean on and say that I was the issue why things didn't go the way they wanted to. At the end of the day, we all grown, and whatever decisions we make, even if somebody did tell you to do it, if you followed those directions, it's still on you. You chose to do that, and no matter how much you trust another person's opinion, no matter how much you trust their way of thinking, nobody's perfect. So, and then my life is not perfect for your life. Your life ain't perfect for my life. We learn from the decisions that we make, and you know, we might have to see our people go through a little hell. And you might be thinking in your brain, well, if they were paying attention or listened to me, they wouldn't even went through that. But we all have to learn in our own ways so that the message sticks. Following somebody else's advice may not stick unless you learn from your own experience. We try to, keep people from going through issues and bad things, and sometimes it's just not avoided. You can't avoid it. You just wish the best for them. Hope that they find peace in whatever decisions they make, because no decision is concrete unless you kill somebody or you kill yourself, right? Those two things are, there's no returning from that, right? But if I slap somebody, okay, that slap will hurt, but in time you're gonna forget what that slap felt like. You're gonna know you've been slapped, but you're not gonna remember the exact pain after a while. Just like when you're sick. When I was sick a couple of weeks ago, oh man, that was the most horriblest feeling I had. I just wanted it out my body, right? Now, I'm talking about it, but I don't have that exact feeling inside me right now to remember how exactly I felt. I just know I felt that I didn't want to be sick no more. I got tired of being sick. I got tired of my body being whatever. So, you can bounce back from certain decisions. Even if you rape somebody, you know what I'm saying, or you get raped, yes, that memory is always going to be in your head, but the actual moments when it's happening, that feeling of your body will go away with time. So I guess I'm saying all this to say that, we all have to, walk our own journey, drive our own journey, ride our journey, run our own journey, but the road is not going to be always straight. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have some twists and turns in the road that we take to live life, and there's nothing wrong with that. You do your best. You wish your best for your friends. You do your best for them. Don't handicap them. Let them live. Yeah, you love them. You don't want them to be hurt. But at the end of the day, you don't want to stop them from living either. So, that was just a little something that was on my mind today. Just like always, if you have any ideas, any topics you want to talk about, I'm going to start getting calls, and it gets kind of hard because at when I get off work and I work with my brain and I talk all day at my job, so sometimes it's kind of hard to make this happen. But you know, we make it happen. We gonna make it happen. We gonna be all right. So you know, I hope that everybody has a good day. You know, I hope you have a great week. Good start to the week. Next weekend, if you are blessed to have a job to where you have a 3-day weekend because of Labor Day, you know what I mean? Let's do what we gotta do. Let's get it this week over with so we can enjoy our time off. And in closing, like always, don't just take love, create love.